Joining us now, member of the Judiciary Committee, Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota. Also with us, former Chief of Staff at the CIA and Department of Defense, now an NBC News national security analyst, Jeremy Bash. Okay, let's go to the Donald Trump Jr. story, because that tweet thing is just such red meat for, you know, everybody to mock and ridicule. We'll let it speak for itself. But Donald Trump Jr.'s statement about going to potentially get damaging information about Hillary Clinton with this Russian lawyer, is that potentially a crime?
Well, if individuals in the campaign were conspiring to undertake a criminal action, potentially either receiving a contribution from a foreign adversary or engaging in computer crime, hacking, those are federal offenses, and then they took an overt act, as Counselor Harold Ford Jr. will attest to, an overt act in furtherance of that conspiracy by meeting with this Russian lawyer, then yes, you have potentially incriminating activity.
Senator Klobuchar, as a member of the Judiciary Committee, what concerns you about these latest revelations?
Well, when you look back, it seems like every single person that tried to take this on, whether it's Jim Comey, whether it's Sally Yates warning the White House about the former National Security Advisor's actions, everything that happens, they end up as roadkill. And then every other person who seems to get involved in this from the Trump side somehow ends up meeting with the Russians, whether it is the now Attorney General Jeff Sessions, the former National Security Advisor, and now you hear that the three top people surrounding the president at that time, his campaign chairman, his son-in-law, went to a meeting with someone whose purpose was to give them dirt on Hillary Clinton. And so what concerns me is that this has reached the highest levels now, and that is why we have a special prosecutor. As a former prosecutor, I'm not going to opine on what this means and if this is a crime or what happened, but we are getting very close to a serious matter here.
Okay. Harold Ford Jr.
Jeremy, you've spoken at length and with credibility about how the intelligence community views Trump and the things that he has said. Give me a sense, what would have been racing through the minds of intelligence officials and defense officials after listening to President Trump say we might form a cybersecurity unit with Russia?
Well, if you look at the Director of National Intelligence's 2017 annual threat statement, where they put out publicly and to Congress all of the threats facing the United States, the number one issue, it's on page 2 of the assessment, I was just reviewing it, is cybersecurity, and the number one culprit is Russia. It basically says that Russia is a full-scope cyber actor. So the idea that we would work with the culprit, the people who are our adversary in an effort, is the fox guarding the henhouse.
And Harold, this is just like having, maybe not as fox's henhouse, it's the Russian bear guarding the American honey, right? You are basically saying that 17 intelligence agencies, how many you want to characterize them, fine, have firmly established that Russia's been trying to hack us, and we've known they've been hacking on the private side as well. That's why Congress, on a vote of 97-2 in the U.S. Senate, we put forward stronger sanctions. This weekend, the president went the opposite way. He basically met with Vladimir Putin, said he was honored to meet with him, and did not take this on in a serious way. And that's what really concerns me, because you can't then form a unit with the people that are trying to hack you.
10 seconds. Do your Republican colleagues still support the Burr-Warner effort to investigate this? Are you hearing any pushback or resistance?
I'm not hearing any pushback, no.
Senator, what do you make of the Secretary of State's suggestion that the U.S. and Russia shares basically goals in Syria?
We have always believed that you have to continue to meet with Russia and talk to Russia. That's not the issue. The issue here is that Vladimir Putin listens to power. And when the president comes in with mixed signals saying he wasn't sure, other countries have also done this, that's not the kind of message that we want to send to someone like Vladimir Putin. There is no problem with them meeting. I think they should meet. It is the fact that the president didn't take this on and didn't come, by the way, to that meeting with a bill signed into law with tougher sanctions. That would have been coming from a position of strength, but instead the White House is lobbying in the House of Representatives to lessen that bill.
Senator Amy Klobuchar, thank you so much. Jeremy Bash, thank you as well.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.